Well, it's time to throw out the first pitch almost. Time for some baseball in Oklahoma City. The Oklahoma City Dodgers, year number 2, about to kick off. We're joined by Alex Friedman with the Dodgers, the voice of the Dodgers, handles media relations, PR, all that sort of stuff. Welcome to the studio.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
Well, it's great to
here.
officially meet you. I don't think our paths have crossed before this. So I see the emails and the updates. It's great to, put a face with the voice that I hear.
For better or worse, I guess.
Well, I mentioned, the season's about to kick off. One of the things we're going to talk about is Fan Fest coming up Saturday, March 26th over at the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Before we get into some baseball stuff, let's take care of some business first. Tell us about Fan Fest.
Something we started last year because with the changeover, the rebranding, everything we did to the ballpark, we thought it was really important to give our fans a chance to get that kind of first look to see what we had done this offseason. And the event, fortunately, was so successful that it was a no-brainer that we had to do it again this year. So it is coming up on March the 26th, on Saturday, next Saturday, I should say, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Free admission, free parking in our Joe Carter parking lot, which is on the northeast corner of Reno and Joe Carter Avenues. This year, because it is Easter weekend, we are having an Easter egg hunt for all kids 12 and younger. The only thing is you do have to register to be able to participate. You can do that through our website at okcdodgers.com. So we'll have the Easter egg hunt, which will start things off. We're going to also have a special panel of folks coming in who we haven't quite confirmed yet, but there are some Dodgers dignitaries, if you will,
Awesome.
who are going to join us again this year like we had last year, and we're excited about that. It'll be a chance for folks to try some new concession items at the ballpark and all sorts of activities and fun stuff for kids and families, bounce houses, face painters, balloon artists. And we talked about food a little bit, but for those who are really hungry, we have a Dodger dog eating contest.
Now, are you a hot dog eating contest pro? Have you competed in these in the past?
I personally have not. And
Chicken wings?
I'm not.
I
have a healthy appetite, but I don't know if I'd be a competitive eater. But yes, we have both men's and women's divisions for the Dodger Dog Eating Contest. It's as many hot dogs and buns you can eat within 5 minutes. Winner gets a trophy and a substantial gift card to the team store. So again, you have to go online to register for that at okcdodgers.com.
Well, the food is fantastic out there at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. And of course, I'm the type of guy who loves to just go out and watch some baseball, grab a bag of peanuts, sit back and just watch. Baseball is fantastic that way, but the Dodger dogs are quite good.
Yes, a lot of people were very happy that we were able to introduce them last year.
All right, Fan Fest coming up Saturday, March 26th, Brooklyn and Bricks. The team mascots will be there as well, I guess.
They'll be there, available to take pictures with fans, of kids, whoever you want to get pictures with. We also will have a high school baseball game going on at that time, part of our high school baseball series. So at least for part of the time, you will get that kind of feel of the baseball game. And one of the big things I forgot to mention, actually, the all-access tours. Chance to get a look inside the Dodgers clubhouse, something normally you'd never have a chance to see. And also within the clubhouse, we have batting tunnels, and anyone can go take a few swings in the
Cool.
cage.
Now, Bill Hasselman's the new manager this year. He actually returns to Oklahoma City. He played with the Oklahoma City 89ers back in the day. You mentioned a tour of the clubhouse. What was his thoughts coming back to Oklahoma City and seeing the new stadium, well, new to him, Bricktown Ballpark?
Yeah, he had so many great things to say about it. Because you said he would have played in all-sports stadium when he played for the Oklahoma City 89ers. I think he was very impressed with the stuff that everyone gets to see, the regular fan amenities, but also the stuff that the amenities for the players and coaches and the investment we put into that to improve all that stuff, his office, the clubhouse, things of that nature. You can tell he's really excited to be back here and manage the OKC Dodgers this year.
How's spring training going so far? You just returned from the Cactus League, Arizona.
Yes, yeah. I got to bake in the Arizona sun for a few days.
It is warm out there.
Yeah, it is. But that first day was beautiful. It was getting increasingly hotter. I think we got out at the right time. But yeah, they're still in the early stages where for folks who maybe know the ins and outs of baseball right now, most of the players who eventually will be on the Oklahoma City Dodgers are in Major League camp. So as they either get optioned to minor league camp or reassigned to minor league camp, we'll have a better idea of what our roster is going to look like. Most of those guys who are going to wear an OKC Dodgers uniform are still in big league camp. They've had a few injuries to their starting rotation already, so that could affect our team as a result. But I think for the most part, they haven't had any, huge storylines come out of Glendale so far, and that's the way they like to keep it.
Unlike the White Sox.
Right, yes, who they share the facility with. Yes, we were right there when that all went down. So, yeah.
Last year, heading into the season, I have a friend who works for MLBOnline.com. And he said, hey, keep an eye on Corey Seager. He'll be starting for the Dodgers by the end of the year. And I went to Tulsa, saw him play short for the Drillers early in the season. Then he spent a lot of the summer here in Oklahoma City. And then, of course, wound up with the Dodgers, the shortstop, and he'll be there this year, I assume. Is there any Corey Seager-type people we need to kind of keep an eye out? Anybody who's getting that buzz early on heading into this season?
Is the pitchers. We're looking like we're going to have a good couple of really solid young pitchers. One named Julio Urias, who was only 19 years old. He actually did play a little bit with us at the end of last season. Really, they say in the minor leagues, the biggest jump for a pitcher is from AA to AAA. And he went through a bit of a rough patch, but again, he had just turned 19, signed kind of as a under-the-radar Mexican prospect who's just really flourished. And another one is Jose De Leon, who was drafted by the Dodgers a few years ago. From Puerto Rico, but went to college in the U.S., and was a kind of a mid-low round draft pick and has just really exploded on the scene the last few years. Those two most likely start the year in Oklahoma City. Of course, nothing's guaranteed, but those are the guys who probably have the most hype, or as we like to say in the baseball community, helium behind them.
Very good. We're talking with Alex Friedman with the Oklahoma City Dodgers, and you return for your 5th year as the voice of, well, now the Dodgers. Here you were the Red Hawks before that. Did you always want to go into broadcasting?
I never really thought about it.
Oh, really?
As growing up or anything of that nature. I went to college. I majored in journalism and political science. I did some broadcasting really as a hobby, and graduation was coming around, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. And meanwhile, I worked part-time for a TV production company, and a couple people who I worked with had either been in the business previously, or one had worked for Major League front offices on the marketing side, and they had heard my stuff and suggested I try it. So really didn't know any better, just started applying for jobs, and I worked for a single-A team, a Mariners single-A affiliate in California for a few years before coming here in 2012.
Wow.
And now I can't imagine doing anything else.
Well, you got the double role. You're the voice of the Dodgers,
Yes.
and then handling the media relations in addition to that. By the way, where can we hear you this season?
The actual radio station is 1340 The Game, locally in Oklahoma City, 1340 AM. Most people these days, though, they're going to listen on their phone or their computer, so you can listen through 1340thegame.com, the iHeartRadio app on your phone or any other mobile device, and then also through MLB. They have a partnership with the TuneIn app, so you can hear our games through that as well.
Very good. MLB does such a great job with their apps, with their mobile product. I mean, they are really at the forefront of video highlights and things like that. They do a great job. All right, the season starts April 7th against Nashville. The first homestand begins Friday, April 15th, also against Nashville. And again, FanFest is Saturday, March 26th. Alex, we look forward to another good season.
Well, thank you very much, Dave.
Thank you very much for stopping in. We appreciate it.